Mhm, mhm. Hello, everybody. Thank you for coming into the daily chat here. Very interesting topic, very interesting times, very interesting purging, very interesting inner fights, very interesting inner realizations. Oof, yes, it is what it is. Things are going, things are moving. Some of the people, even somebody just sent it to me that they work, they follow the energies, and it's interesting times for this. And it is the proper way. The harder thing was that we used to be thinking about all the positive, but it turns out to be a negative, or we're thinking the negative turns out to be for a positive reasons. Now we're looking within the energies. We actually look in the both two sides, and that improves our lives. And when that improves our lives, then we also improved ourselves, improving the community and improving everything. So today's topic it is about soul tie, how to recognize it, and how eventually you to cut it. Very interesting topic because the soul ties actually are made from the universe. The rest of the ties actually, when you look at psychology tie, emotional tie, even the energy tie is developing from within us. And usually when the universe disconnect the soul tie, we're suffering. So we can understand and appreciate that the first is the soul tie, and the rest of it is all about. You're going to be able to continue fitting the soul tie, or actually the soul tie is going to be dissolved. You need to understand you cannot sever a soul tie. Doesn't matter what you're trying to do, because the one who makes it has the right to break it. That is the universe, it's not you. And put this from within yourself, okay? And if the soul tie is breaking between you and a person, that is the universe knows, see, and feel things that you don't know. Usually, that is the breaking the trust between the universe and your soul contract with the universe during this soul time. That is a more interesting situation. So I talk about this before. It is painful. It has got a lot of things for it. There was a great video of someone who actually very, very profoundly was talking about this. Very profoundly. She actually went in and explained this. Um, Something happened though. They removed her videos. I don't know, maybe because that was tied up to a religion, and the religion find it out, and they are like, you can't tie up religions to, talking about specific religion, and with talking about the esoteric stuff. Maybe that was one of the reasons. Maybe she did something that they removed that content. I'm trying to find it and I can't find it anymore. But the learning is still there. It is within the universe. So I'm going to recognize the people that are here. Grande, thank you for coming in. Lorian, thank you for coming in. And we are going to talk about today about this soul ties from within. Blue Swan, thank you for coming in. And lower that air conditioning because I'm getting like 110 degrees here myself. Hey Bobs, thank you for coming in. And look, with all those over the time, people ask me, why do I suffer so much? What is all, what is this, and what is that? When the universe makes the soul tie, that's the purpose. It says those two calling each other, they're coming in there. within the soulmates, within all the rest of the connections. Okay, this is like we're talking about contract, while the twin flames is not a contract. Twin flames is a contract made long time ago, long time ago. They know why they came in here. In there, that contract it's depends of the universe as well. Once the situation is going, you need to understand that this ties within the soul, they're all with approval of the universe. I spoke about this a long time ago. Spoke about this. And during this process, the universe actually arranged that. There is a triangle in there. That is the soul tie right in here in the top. You, them, in the universe coming in together because it goes through the universe, it goes through the divine powers inside. Now, when this begins to break in because of these situations, probably down below, you are having these situations out. And during this split, during these situations, during this cutting cord that it's made by the universe, that is a, one quote. When the universe removes people from your life, he saw and heard things that you don't know about it. That's what is. It doesn't matter what is. When the universe steps in, you can't fight within there. Hey, Matthew, thank you for coming in. Bob's, thank you for coming in. Stitching, thank you for coming in. And the problem that we have with cutting the ties is huge. A lot of the people want to. Uh, I saw a vision of the earth in a diamond. Do you know what it? Yeah, Diamond B have the baby. I want to really tell you there is beautiful news for it. As far as I know, they're both doing okay. So much love it is that maybe the diamond you're seeing for it. But in a metaphysic, if you see the earth as a diamond, that could be something else. We can talk about this for it because it's clarity. The diamond, it also represents purity, really beautiful purity. That's what that is. That is a pure carbonate, that pure carbon that is a really built under pressure. So, how do you recognize the soul? The soul connection is working very well. The soul connection works. All the energies exchange or the love that it's there shared through the soul. Everything gets sharing through the soul, not sharing through your other things in there. That's what the ignition is for. You sharing a common visions, common situations. You sharing a lot. There is this beautiful light. Margot, good morning to you. This beautiful light inside of both the individuals. That is what the soul tie. And usually the soul tie is confirmed by others, not between the two, because they can see it as a third side. They can see that the universe is actually streaming through you. That is the purpose of the connections. So the other people can see that this connections is there to believe in the universe. That is shows up for you, the both you individuals to recognize it is, but that is also is for everyone out there to see it. That is a tied up to the soulmate, divine partnerships, twin flames, name it. Every partnership that it's built within that. Okay, because that it's streaming out. It's streaming out through the eyes, through the energies, through the vibrations, through the gravity field, everything. Okay, and you're recognizing it this because the weird synchronicities that we've been talking about is that when the words becomes an actions that work with these energies, this energy manifesting everything that is out there. It's just manifestations that is magical, mysterious, and so on and so on. Most of the religions that were talking about all those energies. When a God provides mysterious way and certain things happen, all of a sudden something goes on, and so on and so on. That's what you recognize, that soul tie from within. But the soul tie has to face the mind, and whatever is in your mind for it, you either the hi Alicia. By the way, Alicia, thank you for sharing it out to that person in the group. I appreciate it that you're referring to me. Thank you so much. Uh, and talking about this purpose of the soul ties, it has been showing up. Hi, Erica. Thank you for coming in. And look inside of you. You feel these energies that are there. You know that. But when that begins to facing the mind down the road, you're trying to control it. 90% of the time of the mistakes that happens is you trying to control the universe, what has for you, instead of you flow within the universe. That is a huge mistake because it has to do with the part of the surrender. You to let go of your desires, you to trust it in there. The trust is very powerful because without trust, there is no belief, there is no energy flow, there is nothing. Once somebody breaks the trust, then the trust leads to one thing: separations, destructions, and so on and so on. Hi, Sasha. Thank you for coming in. And that's why in the beginning, the soul contracts, the soul connections are there uh, for. It is to test you over and over and over again. Are you doing it right? Are you doing it with this? Are you trusting it within this? Because right now, it's not the hard part. It is within the soul connections. That is a three elements: you, the partner, and the universe. And you all three have to be on the same page. You're not in the same page on every level in there. If you're not trustful and not truth in there, things go south, things go problematics. And that's what a lot of the relationships, a lot of the situations there, the people trying to understand more and more. That concept of trust on the third dimensions is dual, on the fifth and above, its interpretation is different. You need to understand that trust in the 5D, it have to be impeccable, perfect, 100%. You can't have duality within a 4D, 3D. You can't use the words for nothing in there. You go into a total different, absolutely different level of ethics and morals in 5D when those energies are working with you. You're not playing with a toy here on the ground. No, you are doing the real things in there. And that's what is a lot of difference. That's what the soul connection is coming in to teach you. You to get this inside of you. Because if you don't get it, then you lose it. And now then you're searching it for it. A lot of the people who has been in a soul connections of any types, including in twin flames, for once this soul connections is still there and so on, you're longing it for it and so on. If the universe stepped in and broke that connection, the rest of it's just gonna take some time for it. Let me tell you, it's not pleasant. It's really not pleasant. It's actually like it's hooked it up from behind within your heart chakra and your soul that empowers everything from within you. Then when it's removed, it gets you out. This is something that these chords, they are very, very powerful in there. So dealing with this is You have to be in mind that during the disconnections, the soul connections, those are two people in the same energy field, the same vibrations within the soul, and the divine energies within them, but they have to face the two minds. They have to face the two egos. And the only way is unification. But if they are on a different page, the difference within this creates the difference within the field. And when the difference within the field begins to get in there, especially if the truth is not recognized as the way it is, then guess what? The light begins to fall in there. The lower vibrations gets in there, and you can't have full lower vibrations in the soul connections. This is why you have to become more ethical, more moral, more responsible, more honorable to all this. It's changing your psyche from within you. That's what this has that purpose in there. Maybe you don't listen once, twice, and the third time, the fourth time, when it gets in there, then the universe is stepping in. It's like enough. I had enough of all this nonsense with you two. That is a like Adam and Eve, a light to God. Very beautiful explanations for with it. And if you look at it, what happened there is the deceiver. Who is the deceiver? The lower energy is the snake. It talks to Eve. Good. That's the way it is. It's telling you when I made the connections, follow me. Don't go there. Don't go seek this. Because if you seek this, you're going to be learning that you want to control instead of follow me. This is like you telling the little kids, come with me, I'll give you everything. I'm your parent, I'm everything within. And then the kid doesn't want. Okay? So there is a lot of this is going on with the soul tie. The beautiful of the soul tie, it shows you the real love. The divine love, the way that it's originated, the way it is made it, the way that is magnificent, magical, mysterious, flowing. It's like a liquid. When I'm talking about liquid, is about you to become more flexible with everything, with the energies. That's what this is. You to be like a liquid inside of you, to change and to adapt to all this. But when you begin to oppose, when you begin to facing the enemy from within, which is you, once you face that enemy from within you, what do? You're gonna be covering the stuff. You're gonna be getting into it. For yes, Matthew Crawford, I have to agree with you. Be like a water, exactly. Liquidity. This is the same thing. For example, some of the dances out there, they're liquid. They're like energies. To the energies they're dancing. You can take the tango. You can take merengue. You can take bachata, for example. They are liquid. If you ever watched people dancing, this is a liquidity, but also the liquidity. It is these energies that actually will see something that it's together and moves together. That's the power of the water, the power of the emotions. All the water signs in astrology, you know that, Matthew, they are it in the emotions. And our emotions, they have to be like the water. We are surrounding everything. We give this, the water gives this very beautiful surrounding in itself. Without water, what would you be here? Mars? Nothing. Dry planet. So, yes. Or if you have frozen ice in there, the frozen ice stays more frozen and frozen and frozen. It has no movement. No movement. The idea is to have movement, life. And that's when the water becomes life. Alicia, the lower three chakras are the lower energies. That's where the negativity wants to be. When we heal our lower chakras, then we create a heart chakra and above elevate. Welcome to the five dimensions. Actually, Alicia, our old chakras they are about to become converted. Spoke about the spiritual intimacy. That's what comes in. uh, you get in it all the energies, which is the heart chakra, is actually when it's in power. The heart chakra is the center. Okay, she sends energies up and sends energies down. That's what is the center, the fourth chakra. If you count it 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So when you count them like this for it, that's what that is in the center. That is a what the love is in there and clears the blockages. That's what the love heals everything for. I'm still feel underneath the weather. A lot of purging. Boy, there is a lot of purging, a lot of energies there just pulls things out, which is good. But we're talking about when you recognize it, you do the things, the recognitions is there. Sooner or later, one way or another, you recognize this soul time, even though other people recognize it. That is one of the things is when the other people recognize it. That is your proof in there. Okay. Now, what are you gonna do with that time? That's culture, religions, personal issues, development. If you're not developed for, you're not ready for this soul tie, if you're not getting to the same level of these energies, then the energies they're gonna go away. If you're not using properly, if you're abusing this energy, because in our human minds, we wanted to go ahead and using everything for our advantage. We want everything to use for our advantage. That's a want to know everything. It's not about know everything. It is about to flow within everything, which is different. That is the way of life. Okay? Because when you want to know, then you do things screws up because you do it out of knowledge, not out of the experience, not out of life, not out of understanding, not out of the synchronizations within the energies. And you're not synchronized with life. So that's what this creates the vibrations, because the more higher vibrations you have inside of you, the better those energies inside of you are coming. So the soul tie, it's only cut by the universe. They make a clean cut. They put you in the spiritual hospital afterwards. It may take you like 2, 3 months, 6, 7 months. Then the rest of it you have to do on your own. You have to heal your emotional detachment, the energies detachment, the psychological detachments, and so on. The one that comes after, and you will remember all these unions, unifications from within. And there is nothing you can do if the universe separates you with someone. There's nothing you can do about it. Absolutely nothing. But for those who are working within the self, they're still keeping their connections up there within, together within the universe. And they're fixing everything down, the rest of the stuff. But they keep this. That is a two people coming together with God under the God, under the universe guidance. They listen to it. That's it. You listen, Daddy. You listen the universe. You are listening these divine energies, and you flow with them. That's who you are. You have this moral values inside of you that you appreciate that. That is the beauty when the religions are coming, because they said honor God first, but proper way. Okay, not like rush pushed and so on for it. So now I can take you like some questions there for you guys. So it was very beautiful topic. Natalia, she actually suggested this as a topic. So if you have any topic out there that you want, let us know. And yeah, things are going, things are moving. I'll talk about the astrology report. So there is a lot of purging going on now. So stay on top of it, of all this. Okay. And always, you always have to trust the universe because even if I the universe, what can it do that to you? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. You didn't create that soul tie. You are part of it, of that soul tie. Universe created it. And when the universe created it, universe is the owner of that. He makes it, he breaks it. That's his purpose from within, not yours. That's how it goes. All right. And if you guys have any idea for a topic, let me know. I'm here. And talking about the new energies are coming, you can't put anything new if the old doesn't go out. That's what comes in today, this energy. So, in order to get into this new level, the universe wants you. They'll move you up, they'll heal you, they do everything inside of it. Everything. You trust it. Do you have choice? Do you know what a divine twin ray, divine partnership is? A lot of people using a lot of terms, twin ray, for it. For this could be a lot of different green ray, golden ray, rainbow ray. People making a lot of stuff. So I don't have idea what you guys, you know, have it within your mind in there. Have you heard of this deal? Um, People make a lot of things inside. And if it has to be labeled somewhere or something, because we have to use labels to understand things. For example, Blu-ray and gold ray coming together, twin for it. Maybe there is something in there, but it is the same thing. I will tie it up to that. I don't know if you're familiar with Star Wars. The color of the Jedi sword, which is there, kind of like different there, red, the yellow, the blue, and so on and so on. In there, they're tied up to who they are from within. The color of the sword is represents them from within. So there is a white, there is a green, there is a blue, there is a yellow, so on. So it's the same, pretty much similar. You need to understand that the Star Wars is taken from the philosophy, the Stoicism, the ancient wisdom made it. So twin ray divine, that could be so much mixed up, and that's what I'm asking you, Blue Swans. What do you mean by that? Because there's a lot of twin divine, so on for it. Have you heard of this? No, I have not. Blue Swan. If you give me some more information, or if you someone has been out there looking at, but really, yeah, this is the first time I'm hearing this. There is a twin ray I have heard before, but twin ray divine, that has to be something. I had a revelation months ago about this. Yeah. Oh, so maybe we need to talk about something then. Four, stitching. I always see my twin flame warning me and showing me the right direction, so he can give me three contracts while he was leaving. Uh-huh. That is could be a 3 pages of contracts that says what it is, and they're like, are you gonna honor the contract? Um, you need to understand. Usually, that can happen if you initially made a contract within the soul with the person, and now it's like the universe comes in, they cut the ties and so on, and you asking an energetic level what's going on, what there is, and he says like you didn't honor your part of the soul contract. Here, that's what the soul contract is. So that maybe it's the one of the things that something has not been fulfilled. Because those contracts always goes on with your twin, or they ever finish completion. It all depends of the journey, the universe, the current situations, maybe the growth for it. Some of the contracts they are not fulfilled because of lack of understanding the value of all this. You need to understand the soul contract. This is like you're hired from the universe to do the work, and you're gonna receive the abundance. What I mean about the abundance, that is the mystical power of love, the inner peace, and so on. That is the abundance for the energy that constantly will flow through you. That is how you get paid. You get paid with energy. You don't get paid with real money and so on and so on from within. Mm. The award of the inner peace of the soul, it's priceless. Especially we're talking about inner peace within the universe, from within you, between you and the universe, and so on. So those contracts, they are made for that purpose, to reach that inner peace. So they always go once it's made. It doesn't matter if you're twin flame, soulmate, divine partnership. That doesn't really matter. That is like a contract between every other situations we make in contracts, rental contract, car rental contracts. It's a contract between two parties made it in the world, from the universe. That's how it goes. It is fulfilled, fulfilled. If you're not fulfilled, it keeps into the Akashic records. When they go upstairs, they're gonna ask you, "Hey, what happened here?" Yeah, we know everything, but what happened? We're asking you. You don't want to go there, but that is uh, so. Yeah, that is it about it. And then, in the base of the contract, you say you fulfill this and this, but you have to go back and fulfill this, this, and this. But you have to face it everything again. So and so on. So you need to understand that soul contracts, once it's written, there is an energy written into it. It's the same thing like when you actually sending a prayer. When you pray, uh, I wanted to have a cigarette, but when you pray, what do you do when you pray? You connecting to the universe inside, and with your thoughts, with your pray, with the things that you want inside of you, you're sending these beautiful energies out there. That is one of the way of thinking from what you inside of you. That thinking has a form. It becomes an energy form. That is with the universe. And the universe said, "Oh, you're putting energy out in the universe. Let me see what I can do for you. Let me see if I can answer your prayer." But when those prayers are the most powerful, the one comes from the soul, they have purpose. While the prayers for you to get rich and use this and so on and so on, to have more and more, just hardly work. Okay, the prayers for healing, they are very powerful because you're sending energy to the universe send it back into the person. This is like you feed with the energy cord between you and the universe. You feed that. Okay. So this is the beauty in there for uh, um, I had a revelation months ago about this deal. Then I saw someone post something about this few weeks ago, but on a negative note. But it's not negative, to the contrary. We can talk about this. Oh, you want me to investigate it? So you want me to investigate it? Twin race divine partnership, Blue Swan. All right. Grande, I believe twin rays have a connections to a various ascended master. They stand for different rays. Grande, your energy there tells me that you are somewhere in there with the right connections inside. So, for example, if you look at it like connections, let's say for between me and another people that I'm talking to, who have connections with Descendant Master. For example, let's say I'm a rainbow color. Okay, have the rainbow, for example, from within me, but that person is a gold ray in there. That could be a divine connections in there. He's got more with the Ascendant Masters inside. While the rainbow is actually the reason you're a rainbow. It is because you can work with everyone. You understand every colors out there. That's what you are rainbow in there. And that's when you're rainbow, you can basically communicate with everyone, fit with them. That's how it resonates inside. Four. So I got to look at it more. What it is, what is there that goes on, and see what this is all about. Okay, it's not a problem. We can talk about it. But that's how I can, interpret this within. My lips is pulling in there dry, and that hurts when I'm talking. But hopefully, this last surgery that I'm going to be experiencing in about a week from now, then it's going to be doing good. Hopefully I'm gonna be okay by then, which is I'm gonna be working hard to heal in there because it can be sick going to a hospital. So otherwise there's gonna be more complication and delays of things. So with that being said about it is that those contracts, they are divine contracts. So I have a subject, the divine soul connections. Okay. If you guys go with the divine soul connections, the question is the divine soul connections is about like all of them or granted the 7 race and the 12 and so on. um uh Grande, I believe twin race have a connection to the various ascended masters. They stand for different rays. Actually, the access to ascended masters, to ascending, those are the people who follow the path of Metatron, of Elohim inside of it. And if you need it to have an access in there within, this is a like you going into the this ascendant and ask him for help, and the divine makes the connections in there to help you and so on. To have an access, there has to be a reason, purpose, and so on and so on. This is like a lot of the people seeking for help with this ascended masters, but this ascended masters need to understand something. They are sent because they did their work, and they're gonna comes in and gonna tell you pretty much everyone on earth is gonna tell you, look from within you. The ascended masters, they will actually they practicing this. That's what they ascend. You want to ascend, you want to move from where you are in a better positions, is you. So yes, that's what they are for. There. Access, however, it has to have a purpose in there. So yeah, I totally agree with you, Grande. That's a beautiful energy. All right. Um, Other than that, what I was going to tell you. Uh, oh, Erica, I'm so happy you say this about prayer because I was praying for the soul. I was putting myself in the arms of the universe, and then I heard you say this was like universe answer back. Exactly, Erica. The beauty of the universe, that's what the beauty is. I always wanted to really stare within the Milky Way to see it. Never had a chance because always was living in the areas where the lights are too much, you can't even see it until I experienced it. Driving at night, stop in the middle of nowhere and then looking at looking at it, staring at it, and so on and so on. And it's beautiful. And I love to see this at night. For example, that's what I'm looking at, to live somewhere out in the woods, out in the province, out somewhere that at night I can come out and see it. For that way, to remind you every single day. You look into the stars every night to remind yourself how beautiful that is. Hmm. I just found a picture of a dream that I had. Picture of this lavender field, and I just found it. There was a picture with lavender field and the universe that is behind. Beautiful. It's beautiful. I love lavender, guys. Lavender. Even that right here is lavender. That smell of the lavender, it clears up, it shows up things from within you, helps you to relieve a lot of stuff inside. Yes, I know I have connection to Saint Germain. He stands for the violet flame. Grande, I will connect you with someone about that. Okay? Can you message me on the Facebook? I will send you to the right person about that. Usually, when I say this, that's mean I sense something. So, because when you talk about the Saint Germain, one person comes out of the energy field within me is like, we need to talk. So I'm gonna hook you up. Okay. Yeah, same here, Saint Germain and the Violet Flame. Saint Germain actually was a this mystical figure that tried to prevent the First and the Second World War. He saw it coming. He see what kind of damage will be to the spirituality world, because back in the days, back at the end of the 1800s, beginning of the 1900s, that was one of the White Brotherhood. There was a lot of spirituality was taken off. Really, was taken off for it. A lot of the people begin to be within awakening within the soul and so on for it. And but the wars, what they did, they actually did a lot of damage. The damage that we even experiencing right now. The wars, after the end of the wars, people were living in depressions, in a misery, fighting and striving for survival. And they forgot about looking within the spirituality within. Later on, there was the kids that were born during the wars who actually grow up in an environment without love, but fighting for survival, creating, rebuilding, working, but not really understanding the inner values of love. Later on, there was a next generations that was created there. We're talking about the generations of the end of the 60s till the 80s in there, the early 80s, 85s, 90s in there. That was the generations that begin to seize that. Okay. And now that generations that were born after the 90s and so on, that lets everything be beautiful and so lean and so on for it now, that generations now it's working. It's like we don't want to only work. We want to find something else. But that is a one positive side. The other side, though, that is a like you're responsible for me. You have to provide for me. You have to serve to me. You have to do this for me. That is a codependent situations. And now we are in these turmoils because of all that effects in there. But Saint Germain, he had a powers as far as the information goes that his was working with the universe energies, like almost like rearranging galaxies inside. So that's gotta tell you he had a lot of energies that are coming, but the people didn't want to listen to him. So that's what happened. It's like he was trying to prevent everything, but uh, some of the egos and the situations and the fights for have more, wanting more, needed more, and so on. They were so. Paulina, hi. Glad to see you here, and thank you for the sharing the love. Happy to see you here. Erica, look every night in the sky, sends back in the childhood. I remember, also beautiful. Erica, yes, that's what I was doing in childhood. I was always admiring the stars. Always. Sometimes I go up and I want a tree there and staring at there, stay there for like an hour. Sometimes it's my rear end was um, so so on and so on. And yeah, you learn it, you get into it. So, Paulina, did you mention about Indigo yet? Maybe have missed it. No, we didn't talk about the Indigo. We talk about general for the race. We don't talking about the violet flame healing. That is a when you tossing everything out in the violet flame and let it dissolve, let it be healed, let it be from within one way or another. What they're talking about, that is either released energies where the black hole blows up for it. When the galaxies create, there is a violet flame that comes in about it. When you're tossing things there, that they're basically the energy is within. While the indigo, as far as a ray goes on, those that are more people who comes in and they are like a walk-in X-ray. They are more within divine energies. They sending, they appreciate the divine and so on. So the indigos, they are special in their own way. They have this walking lie detector within them. Yeah. So Margot Deal, thank you for talking about Saint Germain. I've been with him for years. A lot of people actually are. Yeah, somebody's energy is here. Oof. Uh-huh. Okay. All right. I guess somebody has to get to work. I'll make sure that he's getting to work about this for it. Won't mention names. For it, it reminds me about conversation that I had with him, and We were talking, and all of a sudden it's like I told him maybe you have something within Saint Germain from within you. He's like, damn, Dio, you're the second person telling me this today. How did that happen? And now his energy is here. We'll see. We'll talk about this more about it. This Saint Germain situation. So I think somebody's about have to be get his get ready. Okay, you guys know what I mean, but we'll see. Since this energy is so strong here, and for that's what happens. It is what it is. That's what we are here for. That's what this chat is about. It. By the way, thank you guys for coming into the chat as well. So it is beautiful. This chat works. You guys can enter it there. I can go and thank you for you guys learning this because it's not. It doesn't have to be turn it on, turn it off, turn it on, turn it off. You guys just goes in that room and you sharing things and so on. So it's beautiful. I had to lower down my phone because last night I was really out. Last night I just went to sleep really, and I slept today because of this purging. There's a lot of old energies is purging out of me. So yeah. By the way, please send some healing energies to Ray. She's also underneath the weather a little bit. Send beautiful energies to Diamond B and the baby. Hopefully they are gonna be okay. So yes, congratulations, chat room. Uh, the baby came in. We got one more member into our chat room, and yeah, pretty soon it's gonna be okay. Everything for it, and we'll be happy when I see Diamond B here in the chat room for it. But for right now, peace and healing energies after everything. All right, guys. So, but keep energy to Ray for it. All right. Yeah, because a lot of the people who are gonna be going higher up right now, they're in this stasis of purging. Okay, so if you feel, oh my God, I don't want to do this and so on, if you feel like you're walking and this something drains you out, they drain the toxic energies out of you. If you feel like cords are being cutting from you, if you feel old people's energies purging out of you, uh, that's what this is. That's mean new things. You gotta be ready for it. This is like draining the mud out of the water to clear out. So basically, like someone just gets that mud out of you, and you feel like, what happened to my mud? Because people are used to it, to the mud. Now when the mud is actually purged in the collective energies right now, can you imagine what's going on within us? There's a lot of purging coming. So, all right. So, by the suggestions about tomorrow, it is about divine soul connections. So, if you guys have anything else within mind as a topic there, let me know. We can go ahead and do it from within. So, yeah. And to wrap this up, there, the soul tie, it is same like you have, if you are looking at the 3D standpoint, you have friends, you have people that you talk, you have all other people that you're sharing same values, you have people that you're actually working with, you have a work relationship, you have a work situations, and you have person which is in love connections within. That's what how the soul tie, the regular relationships, they're evolving into the soul tie, so we can learn to live within the truth. Because before awakening, you didn't understand all this. Now, with an awakening, you understand to value, to respect, to be impeccable with your words, to be doing the actions that you need to do. And that's what this learning is about. I'm surprised Natalia is not here, but I want to say thank you to Natalia again for this topic. So it is this fight between Mars and Venus and so on that goes on. Talk about the astrogravitational report that Mars and Venus, they're going to be until February 12th there. And 13, 14 is going to pass, but Venus is not going to have aspects in there. Later on, there's going to be some divine energies between Venus and Lilith. That's whole another story in there. We'll think. But the good thing it is that when the sun is going to be moved into Aries, we're going to begin the new year. We're going to be having very good positions, and Pluto is going to be entering Aquarius. So it's going to be a good times coming. All right, guys. So if there is no more questions, let's share the love and the light here. And I'm going to head out to the Facebook, to the group chat. If you guys want to talk about something in the chat. If you don't know how to get into the chat room, private message me there. And you got to be friend with me in order to be there. And I will add you to the group. The video chat there is created. You're there with a video so the people can see you someone. And that is how we talk, real talk with the real conversations and so on. All right, guys. So thank you for coming. Love you all. Good things are coming. All things are going. Situations are getting more flattened out. And be love, guys. I love you all. And I will see you tomorrow. Yeah, sharing the love. Sharing the love. And that's for our newborn angel. All right. Love you all. Be love, guys.